Good morning. Welcome to Padea. Hi, Sheena. Hi, Mpho.
Morning, Daniel.
Mpho, you joining us? Where are you joining us from at the moment?
I'm joining you from Limpopo.
Limpopo. Okay, yes. You run the Limpopo division for ADR Network South Africa. Sheena, do you want to do a short introduction for us?
Yes, so this is Mpho Mdingi. She is one of our greatest treasures. She heads up ADR Network SA Limpopo. She works there and also in Johannesburg. She also heads up our debt mediation division, where she's doing incredible work. She's been doing work at the mines, with over-indebtedness, remembering that one of the central issues with Marikana and the tragedy that happened there was over-indebtedness and the socio-economic circumstances that the miners found themselves in. So her mediation in this region and the restructuring that she's helping miners to do, the depth of the importance of that cannot be underestimated. And so she's doing incredible work in that region. She's been an amazingly proactive and creative and brilliant business person and individual in ADR. She's really helped us to develop into various areas. And one of the very exciting things coming up, which she's going to tell us about now, is the 100 days of divorce mediation, which she is part of heading up and representing ADR Network SA. And so she'll tell us more about that. But she's an amazing mom. She's a very young person with incredible wisdom for her age. And I think she was Standard Bank Businesswoman of the Year or something like that. She rides a super bike as part of one of those charity bike gangs. So she's just a phenomenally talented and multifaceted human being. But you can find out more about her from Mpho herself.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm humbled and flattered for the great introduction. Morning, everyone. Indeed, my name is Mpho Mdingi, and I'm of 28 years old. I've been in mediation for 7 years now. So I'm running the ADR Network SA Limpopo division. Of course, under Sheena's supervision. We've got a very great team which is helping out to make it possible. So we've been doing training mediators in ADR in various specific ADR trainings in Limpopo for the past 5 years now. And then I've been involved in the Fismas Fall. I've mediated the case in Fismas Fall for the University of Limpopo students when 8 students were arrested. And for the past 3 years, 2015, I've won the Standard Bank Top Woman in Business Regional competition for Limpopo. I came as a third prize. So I got the third prize as third run around, but it's been very great having to compete with about over 164 companies which were there, and then I managed to come into the top 11, whereby we had a pitching den, and I was the youngest winner. So it's been a very great milestone for me. And yes, of course, I'm a biker. I'm with the Unicorn Riders Club. I'm riding a cruiser bike, a big boy, not a super bike. There's a slight difference there, Sheena.
I'm not too au fait with all the stuff, but yeah.
But what matters is that it's a bike. It has 2 wheels. So I must say, in being in this industry of mediation, I found a career in mediation because of when I really understood what ADR is, what mediation entails, how does it resolve dispute faster, cheaper, and it was like, wow, okay, this is actually like a calling for me. So I've decided to do it as like to practice, take it as a career. So I've been involved in data and creditor disputes for the past 7 years in Polokwane, of course, whereby I got another opportunity to go to Johannesburg to join the ICS team, whereby I'm their team leader in mediation, in debt mediation. We are busy with the mine workers. We help them in credit disputes, from your reckless lending, from your prescriptions, from your debt review removals, to emolument attachment orders. So we are actually helping the debtors to combat these struggle of being indebted, and then it's been very helpful. All through these, I've been multitasking, of course, being in this great initiative of ADR network initiative as well, whereby we've been like doing some awarenesses and some trainings for our panelists. So another thing that I forgot to mention is that I'm accredited court annexed mediator with the Department of Justice under Limpopo. We've got only few mediators there. We have about 21. And I'm very proud to say that over 60% of those mediators which are accredited, they came from my hands. I'm the one who trained them.
Wow, beautiful.
Exactly, and they belong to ADR network. So
that's amazing. That's really amazing.
Thank you very much. So I've contributed towards that. You can name from different professionals. I've trained advocates, I've trained medical doctors, I've trained psychologists, social workers, attorneys, of course, and yeah, normal people with normal careers. I've done that. It's been very great. And then I'm involved in a small forum that is emerging, which is a baby to ADR, incubated by ADR Network. The forum is Mediation Restorative Justice Forum because I fell in love with restorative justice. Sheena does a lot of work in restorative justice, which I was a bit skeptical in the first few years. But as time went on, I really realized that restorative justice is about healing. It's about taking responsibility of the harm that has been done to heal the society. So the forum is based on doing awarenesses and also assisting the trained mediators, upcoming mediators, in becoming better as well. Of course, with the help of ADR Network, we stand to have a very solid ground. So around February, we made an awareness in Polokwane Fusion Boutique, and then we invited the Deputy Minister, John Jeffrey, who came and joined us, and the Judge President Mpho for Limpopo, our Regional Court President, Yaki Vessels, and other various magistrates from around the province. It was a very great project whereby we have rolled out the awareness of mediation. Of course, that project was done possibly with the assistance of Andrew Scholes, and then senior attorney John Mohota. Andrew Scholes is a mediator, is a accredited court annexed mediator as well, with a vast of experience, over 25 years of experience. So you can understand that through teamwork, through pillars and everything, and the likes of Sheena as well, I'm able to do these possible. So from that, February, we got into lockdown. I must say lockdown for us in ADR Network has been a blessing because it gave us an opportunity to give back to the community, whereby we had to do a massive discount of 50% on our trainings from from 12,000 to only 6,000 rand. I mean, you get to be trained. And we did understand that it's lockdown, the country is facing difficulties, so are people, but the disputes are not stopping. You must understand that are piling up. That's where we need more mediators and everything. We got involved in training them online. And then that, for doing that, it has helped a lot of mediators to come on board to be trained, because that's where we got lots and lots of them to be trained on online, because we realized that on physical conferences or trainings that we usually had, it was difficult for some of them to come. For example, you find out that the training has been held in the center of Limpopo, which is Polokwane only, and we've got people who are interested from Venda. It's a bit far from Sekhukhune and other areas, so they have to spend money on traveling and still spend money on paying for the conference, for the facility as well. So this has helped them a lot. We can say we gave back to the community by making sure that we keep ADR trainings at a very minimum prices, so that it can be affordable. And it's been very great. I've met a lot of people in there. We got involved as well into the RAF project, which has been initiated by SAMLA. I got an opportunity to become an observer in personal injury, personal injury trainings, and I also got to be involved in this project of RAF cases in mediation. As we know that most of the cases are being litigated as opposed to being mediated, so they take time, and sometimes even the resolution that comes out, it's not really what disputant would have wanted or what RAF would have wanted. But through mediation, it makes it easier for both parties to benefit from. It's faster, and and it's cheaper as well in terms of cost. I've been involved now. I've been involved in this great project that is happening of 100 days in divorce mediation for gender-based violence. As we all know that currently South Africa, we are facing these gender-based violence cases which are emerging every now and then. So we as mediators, as ADR Network, have decided that we contribute towards that initiative in conjunction with the Department of Justice for Limpopo through the Limpopo courts. Actually, what we're actually doing there, we're gonna be offering free divorce mediation for this period until the 14th of December. We've got various stakeholders involved. It's ADR Network SA. We've got Office of the Family Advocates, we've got Legal Aid, we've got University of Limpopo, we've got University of Venda, we've got SAULA, we've got Legal Practice Council. So it's very, very interesting to have all of these bodies in one room to make sure that we give access to justice to the society, and also to assist our courts with the backlog of the cases that are currently on the roll. Because of most of these disputes, you find out that there are just some small issues which needs to be mediated so that they could be resolved.
Sorry, Mpho, your sound cut out. Sorry, you said it's only some of the cases that you do with regards to divorce mediation. It's only minor issues that can be mediated.
Exactly, which are already on the roll.
No, just to clarify, it's not only minor issues that can be mediated. Anything can be mediated. What Mpho is saying is that a lot of these matters, and there are thousands backlogged, but a lot of them, there are only minor disputes that are holding them up, and these can easily be mediated.
Yes, it doesn't have to go to court.
Any parts of a divorce can actually be mediated, whether they, major or minor. But in these cases, it's a pity that there's such a backlog, because in many divorce cases, it's just one or two things that are in dispute and could easily be mediated and help parties move on with their lives. And Mpho, just point out as well that this is part of a broad initiative to alleviate gender-based violence. So am I right about that, Mpho? As
Yes,
part of
you are very right about that.
GBV project,
Yes.
yeah.
So
Okay.
what is actually going to be happening? Let me unfold the great thing about this project. The great thing about it is that ADR Network has offered a free training to the stakeholders, representatives which are involved in mediation. Because it's not really that people don't want to mediate. It's just because of people, they don't know about mediation. So ADR Network is giving back to the community actually by offering them a free mediation training to the stakeholders. We want to enhance them with the skills so that they can transfer the skills to their departments and get to have a broader understanding of how mediation actually works, how it can help them in dealing with those backlog cases. So I want to say thank you very much, Sheena, for contributing towards that. It's a very great.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's an honor.
That we are doing there for our Limpopo division. So it has started already. So today, the training is going to be happening from 1 o'clock. Yeah, can't wait. And the most important thing is that everyone is involved, including Daniel.
Yes,
and he's
everyone.
in Belgium. Yes. So he's in Belgium, so he's going to be facilitating on the pros and the cons as well. We've got Kerry Morgan on Essential online here, who's going to be facilitating about the ethics because of we have been, as we run the mediation, we are also being governed and ruled by the ethics that we must abide to. We've got Aggression in Cape Town, who's going to join us as well, who's going to give us the insight, the different types of mediations which are involved in there. Of course, Sheena is going to give us the insight, describe everything about what is mediation and everything. So they are very excited. They're very honored.
And don't forget Daniel's naughty husband, Jonathan Stiles.
Oh yes, by the way, before I forget, yes. Jonathan as well, it's going to be on there so that we can assist them. And then we're going to be having a very interesting part, which I can't wait to get to. I wish we can just speed up until 5 o'clock. The breakaway rooms, whereby we're gonna be like helping them on preparation and everything. So yeah, it's very exciting. It's very great. So how this initiative is actually gonna roll out is that after the training, they're gonna select cases for us, which we can mediate immediately. We're going to make use of our accredited court annexed mediators, trained mediators, and then to be part of this initiative, to be involved in mediating. So what is actually going to happen is that we're going to have 3 stages, whereby the first stage is going to be like an observer. A stage whereby the mediator or trained mediator is going to observe to understand how is it happening, because of most of them got trained theoretically, but they don't have a practical point of view. And then some of them, they have practical, but they don't have a specialty in divorce, but they would want to assist. So what is actually going to happen is that we're giving them a chance to say, come on board, assist with the backlog. It's going to be great for them and for their experience as well. So it's going to be observer stage, then it's going to be co-mediation, whereby it's going to be a trained mediator and a newly trained mediator. And then we're going to have the stage whereby now they're going to mediate on their own. So those 3 stages along, the great thing is that cases will be resolved, will be mediated around that. So it's not like we're going to wait and wait. So we're going to be working. So the great thing about it is that cases can be mediated online. So you don't have to be a mediator based in Limpopo for you to lend us your hand. So Daniel can also mediate in Belgium.
Yes, from Belgium. Yes, yes.
So,
Yeah, no, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we thank the technology, the advancement of this online, so that cases can be resolved online, which are going to be resolved. We're going to categorize them. There are going to be some which are going to be resolved online, but others we know for sure due to lack of facilities like your laptops and everything. So those are the ones which are going to be going to court. So we're going to be putting our hotline number whereby people can call in to inquire. That our email is going to be there. If ever you want to form part of this great initiative and assist, it will be very great. Because of this cake is too big, we need more mediators to come on board and assist in this project. The great thing about this project is that it's not going to be limited to Limpopo, but Limpopo is the pioneer of the project for until the 14th of December. But along the few days, we're going to be joined by the Mpumalanga and the Northwest, but they're going to join us for 60 days, not for 100 days. So because of, it's going to be a walk in the path for them. So I want to say it's very great to be involved in this initiative. I'm very humbled, and I'm looking forward to see people getting access to justice, being helped, and then giving awareness about mediation, having our mediators to come as well to mediate on this dispute. So I want to thank ADR Network for giving me this opportunity to actually head it on. But of course, I can't really do it alone. We've got a very great team behind that is doing this. I want to thank the Limpopo courts for allowing us to help them. By so doing that, we are helping the society at large.
Thanks, Mpho. Thank you for being with us, and all of the information and contact numbers and details we will add to the video below. And thank you, Sheena, for joining us today, and then we'll see you very soon. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Okay, cheers.
Bye.